Lewis Hamilton's career has been defined by his remarkable consistency, mastery over his machines, and an unrelenting drive to win. With 7 world championships, he's one of the most successful drivers in Formula One history, and every decision he makes sends shockwaves through the paddock. So when Hamilton made the bold move to Ferrari in 2025, it was a moment that captured the attention of fans and pundits alike. Everyone wanted to know, could Hamilton continue his legendary career at a team that has faced serious challenges in recent years? However, after only a few races into the season, the dream of Ferrari being Hamilton's platform for future success has started to look more like a nightmare. The team has been struggling, and Hamilton, known for his candidness, has been unusually outspoken about the issues plaguing the SF25, Ferrari's current car. In a stunning revelation following the Japanese Grand Prix in Suzuka, Hamilton disclosed a crucial internal fault with his SF25 car that has been affecting his performance since the very first race of the season. The fact that he's speaking out this openly is significant because it could be the clearest message yet to Ferrari that things need to change if they want to fight at the front of the grid. This admission came at a time when expectations were already sky-high for Hamilton. At Ferrari, after years of dominance with Mercedes, Hamilton's arrival at Ferrari was seen as a potentially game-changing moment for the team. But now, after a series of disappointing results, including his struggle in Suzuka, Hamilton's words have sent ripples throughout the sport. He made it clear that he was not willing to just make up the numbers in the midfield. He came to Ferrari to win. But so far, that's not happening. And as the races continue, the pressure on Ferrari to deliver a competitive car, one that can meet Hamilton's high expectations, has never been more intense. Hamilton's statements are not just about a minor technical issue. They point to a deeper, systemic problem within Ferrari that has been affecting both his qualifying, pace and race day performance. When a driver of Hamilton's caliber admits that a specific component of his car has been underperforming since the first race, it reveals a worrying gap in the car's development. It's not just a matter of getting used to the car or adapting to new setups as some initially speculated. It's a technical limitation, something that's actively holding him back from achieving his full potential. In Suzuka, Hamilton finished in 7th place, trailing both Mercedes drivers and well off the podium pace. His result was a stark reminder of the gap between Ferrari and the frontrunners, and in his post-race comments, Hamilton didn't mince words. He admitted that with the current state of his car, the result he achieved was the best he could do. This is an extraordinary statement from a driver who has made a career out of extracting every ounce of performance from his car. It highlights just how much Ferrari's current setup is limiting Hamilton's potential. To break down Hamilton's frustration further, we have to consider the context. The SF25 has clearly underperformed in several key areas, and Hamilton's struggles in both qualifying and the race are not isolated incidents. The one exception to this has been Hamilton's win in the sprint race in China, which occurred under very specific conditions. But when it comes to full-length Grand Prix races, Hamilton has consistently found himself off the pace. Some had initially chalked this up to Hamilton needing time to adapt to Ferrari's setup, the handling characteristics of the SF25, and even his new engineering team. But Hamilton's latest comments make it clear that this is more than just an adaptation period. The issue lies with the car itself, and it's something that needs to be addressed immediately if Ferrari is going to get back in the fight for wins. Hamilton's frustration also stems from the fact that he is fully aware of the car's shortcomings in specific areas, particularly in aerodynamics. He made it clear that Ferrari is currently the 4th fastest team on the grid, behind Red Bull, McLaren and Mercedes. That's a massive gap to bridge in a sport where every 10th of a second counts. Hamilton noted that the best teams are currently ahead of Ferrari by at least 3 or 4 tenths of a second, a gap that becomes even more significant when you consider how close the competition is in Formula One. In other words, Ferrari needs to make substantial progress in key areas, or else they risk falling further behind as the season progresses. One of the primary issues Hamilton has been dealing with is the car's ride height. After his disqualification in Shanghai for excessive plank wear, Ferrari was forced to raise the ride Height of the SF25 to avoid further penalties. While this adjustment may have saved Ferrari from another disqualification, it came at a significant cost to the car's aerodynamic performance. The increased ride height reduced the downforce of the car, particularly in high-speed corners like those found at Suzuka. For Hamilton, this resulted in higher understeer, reduced rear stability and a smaller operating window, making the car difficult to drive, especially in high-pressure situations. Leclerc, on the other hand, seemed to cope better with the compromised setup, but for Hamilton the changes were far more disruptive to his driving style. What makes Hamilton's situation even more difficult is the pressure he's under. Not only is he trying to get to grips with a new team and a new car, but he's also well aware of the expectations placed on him. When he joined Ferrari, the hope was that he would lead the team to victory, challenge for the championship, and add to his already legendary status. But with the SF25 still underperforming, and with a car that seems to be losing ground to the competition, Hamilton is beginning to wonder whether Ferrari can deliver on those promises. Despite this, Hamilton remains hopeful that the issue with his car can be resolved in time for the next race. He hinted that Ferrari has already identified the problem and is working to fix it. However, as anyone in Formula One knows, recognizing an issue is just the first step. Fixing the problem, confirming the solution, and implementing it within a short time frame is an entirely different challenge. With the next race only a week away in Bahrain, Ferrari is under immense pressure to deliver a solution that works and allows Hamilton to perform at his best. What's at stake here is not just a few points or one race result, it's the future of Hamilton's career at Ferrari. If the team can resolve the issues with his car and start delivering upgrades that result in meaningful performance gains, Hamilton could still lead Ferrari to victory, just as he did with Mercedes. However, if Ferrari continues to struggle with the SF25 and fails to address the problems that Hamilton has so openly highlighted, this could turn into one of the most disappointing chapters of his career.